Welcome back to In Case You Missed It, the weekly recap, our weekly show where we give you a week's worth of pop culture updates, life updates, everything in between. Missed y'all last week. We had a busy week, okay? So there was just genuinely no time to record. Sophia was on her way back from Europe. My older sister and my nephews were visiting, so there was no time, but I'm back. Sophia is unfortunately extremely ill, so she's still not back yet. But when she gets back, you'll be so excited, I promise, because you won't have to deal with just me anymore. And that's to my haters who just keep getting me every week. But yeah, we're back. Talk about consistency, okay? Couldn't leave you guys hanging for 2 weeks. We have a lot to talk about, with myself, a lot to talk about in the celebrity world, lots of weddings happening, lots of good things. And first of all, just need to read you guys a real thing I put into ChatGPT today. And if I don't want to hear any comments about like, don't use chat, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care, okay? I said, is it toxic? I asked if it was, basically, I asked if it was toxic when an ex of mine from years and years ago, and I use the term ex very lightly. So if you know me IRL, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about. Like if they post with a girlfriend, it like pisses me off, even though like I don't want him. I would never like get together with him, and I'm not even attracted to him. And like either I'm like right, or chat is just like feeding me false information. But they were like, no, it's not toxic at all. And I'm like, no, like I think it is. Like, there's no way that's not toxic. Like, that can't be normal. Am I gonna act on it? No, absolutely not. Because again, like I said, I don't want this man. But it's more just like I don't think about him. And then if he posts like with a girlfriend, I'm like, now you're back in my brain. I don't like it. You know? That's really toxic of me. I'm sorry. Like I know that's bad, so you don't need to tell me. I know. Okay. But let me update you guys. What has been going on the last couple weeks? So I've been extremely busy with work. Somehow it's August, which is crazy. Um, People are already talking about fall, and I'm like, can you guys shut up? Like August and September, we have 2 full months left of summer. Like I don't know if you can tell with this lighting, but like I got such a good tan today, so like summer is not over. Okay? It's not. In fact, I have my European summer on its way. So if you want to say your summer's over, that's fine, but like mine isn't. I am going to Europe. When am I going? In a couple weeks, in the first week of September. And I'm very excited. TBD on the pod schedule while I'm there, but I'll keep everyone updated. Maybe we'll take like a little summer break for a week. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to Mallorca. I'm so excited. I have wanted to go to Mallorca for years. In fact, when I studied abroad, there was a weekend my roommates were going to, where were they going? Where were they going? What is that country that people go to? Oh, Morocco. I was like, I know it's better than them. They were going to Morocco, and my parents were like, "You're not going." Um, so I was like, okay, like maybe I'll do a little like solo travel. Like that would be super fun. Then so I was gonna go to Mallorca. I like booked a flight, booked a hotel. I was so excited. I speak Spanish. So I was like, this is great. And my parents were like, LOL, you're not going there either. You're not traveling by yourself, and you're not going to Africa, into Morocco. It's not happening. Love you, but no. And I was pissed because I wanted to go so, so bad. And 2 years later, here we are. We're going to Mallorca, and I'm not going by myself. So there's that. But I'm so excited. My sister and I got a film camera. We got our Canon G7Xs. Like, we're ready to go. I'll be pumping out content for the rest of the year because I don't take photos unless I'm on a trip. So I either just don't post or I go on a trip and I post that trip content for months. But I'm so excited. I started my Pinterest board. I ordered clothes yesterday. Finally, I've been putting that off. But then I realized I was like, shoot, I need outfits. So I did some damage yesterday. What did I do? I did an Abercrombie order, Princess Polly. I got one thing from Mango. Is that it? Oh, I got shoes from Sam Edelman. And then earlier in the summer, I got a dress from Dairy Boy, and then I got this set from Zara. So all that together, we're good. And we're gonna be just looking our best. If you know me in real life, you know like going on trips and planning outfits and having them all ready is like my Super Bowl. It is a fashion show for me, and I just love it. Every trip I go on, I'm a psychopath and I have either like a PowerPoint presentation or like a Canva with like all my outfits laid out. So I'm so excited. I love fashion. I love putting together outfits and I love taking photos. Okay. I don't know why people act like it's such a bad thing to say. I love taking photos and I love posting on Instagram. Sorry. I love it. I don't love it because I'm like, oh, let's see what everyone's gonna say. No, no, no. I love it for myself. Okay. You guys would be surprised how many how many posts I've kept up. Wow. English, it's Sunday. Hello. How many posts I've kept up on my Instagram that people would say, oh, they didn't do well with likes. Yes, you'd be so surprised how many. You know what? We're actually just going to keep that in because we're going to keep things real. You'd be surprised how many photos I've kept up on my Instagram that people would be like, oh, that did really bad. I'm going to delete it. No, I don't give a shit. Just turn that like count off, keep it up, and we keep this shit running. Okay. Like, sorry. Except I will say, there's this one post on my Instagram, and I don't know how it happened, but it got like 600,000 views. And it's like a post, it's not a reel, like it's a photo. And every time I think, like, maybe I should stop posting, I remember that. And I'm like, you know what? I can't be a one hit wonder. So, how did we even get here? Oh, Majorca. Yeah. So I'm very excited. My friends say that I have an alter ego and it's an Instagram baddie. And that side is ready to come out. And yeah, cannot wait. We're going for 8 days, maybe? No, nine. 9 days. Wait, 13. Yeah, 9 days. And which we were really smart and we're going over Labor Day, so I didn't have to take that many days off of work. Thank God. Um, but yeah, all that to say, so excited to go. And yeah, my summer's not over, so enough with this fall stuff. Where was I? Someone at work was like, I don't remember what store they said. Maybe it was like CVS or something. They were like, they already have Halloween candy out. And I'm like, it's August. And I'm pretty sure they said that like the end of July. Who's buying Halloween candy right now? Like, excuse me. No, I don't want to hear fall. I don't want to see fall. I don't want to, no more. Okay. I hate, people always do this. It's like, you know, that trend, I think it started last year where they were like, I love summer, but I have a feeling or I have an itch. And it was like fall. And then like the second fall and winter hit, everyone's like, I miss summer, I miss summer, I miss. Well, don't fucking wish it away. Like you're ruining it. You're wishing it away, being like, oh, I can't wait for fall and cozy, warm, football, la la la. No. Stop wishing away summer. And then you wouldn't feel like as dramatic when fall hits. Which all is that to say, do I hate fall? No, absolutely not. I'm a fall girl. My birthday's in the fall. I love college football. Like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with fall, except for the fact that, you know, where I live, it gets quite cold. But fall is a great season. It's when we get into winter that I'm like, that's where the seasonal depression comes in. That's where we get pale, and that's where you lose me. But summer genuinely is my time to shine. It's when I'm at my happiest. You can't tell because I have quite the ring light on me right now, but I'm so tan right now. I don't know if you can tell by my tan lines, but I look fabulous. If you are listening and not watching, you're just gonna have to trust and believe, okay? But yeah, all that to say, stop wishing summer away. Very excited for my trip. And yeah, Sunday scaries are hitting right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. Sunday scaries are really hitting. Usually we record on Fridays, but on Friday, Sophia was still sick, and I was like, okay, like, Don't worry, girl. Like I can do a solo, but I also was like gonna give her a sec in case she wanted to because her and I both say like doing this is super fun because it's kind of like therapy. Like we just get to like chit chat about pop culture and things that we love for an hour every week. But I think she's still down bad. So I was like, you know what? Can't take 2 weeks off from our listeners. So I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, I would say Sunday Scaries are hitting big work week ahead, full 5 day work week ahead. Um, and it's currently 8 p.m. and I'm thinking like, holy shit, my alarm goes off at 5:15 and it's less than 12 hours away. But it's okay. My road to Mallorca boot camp is still going on. I don't know if I've talked about that in a previous episode. Sorry, I was making sure my echo was up. I don't know if I've talked about that yet, but basically, I'm doing a road to Mallorca boot camp because I want to be as skinny and pretty and beautiful as possible. I don't know if that's bad to say. Don't cancel me, but I'm just being honest. If you would prefer me to lie, go to another podcast. I don't know. But like I keep joking, I want to be a size like 2 to 4T, like size that children wear. And actually, my nephew, my sister accidentally left one of his shirts at our house, and it's a size 2T. And I'm like, guys, now I have something to show that I want to fit into by the time I go to Mallorca. I'm just kidding, but not really. So basically, I've been working out before work, and I had done that for like 2 weeks. And then my sister came with my nephew, so I wasn't doing it in the morning. So I didn't want to be loud and wake them up. Um, so now I need to get back into that. And that's one thing about working out. The hardest part about working out is starting it. If you get into a routine, like for me, someone like me who doesn't like working out, like it's still not fun, but it's better. It's the getting to do it that's hard. So tonight and tomorrow, and honestly this week, like rebuilding that routine is going to be hard. But I did 75 soft at the beginning of this year when I did not have an in-person job. And like I did it. So like I know I can. It's just like the rebuilding of the routine that I'm like, ugh. Plus like it doesn't seem like a lot, but the difference of like 45 minutes of laying in my bed and sleeping goes a long way. But we can sleep after Mallorca. Okay, like we can bundle up this fall and winter, but we're not there yet. So yeah, still on my health journey, or this might be the first time you're hearing about it. I don't remember. That's, you know what? That's a perfect segue. You guys, something has been going on with my memory lately. Like I I would never say I had like a great memory, but like my memory was fine. Like I could remember things like and I didn't ever notice an issue with my memory. I would say in the past like month, 2 months, my memory has gotten so bad. I would say it's equivalent to like Dory from Finding Nemo. Like it is so bad. And not only like memory, but like I don't want to say brain fog, but like okay, for example, this past Friday at work was August 7th, and I think I spent a good 2 hours of the day thinking it was August 14th, to the point where I was like doing a work thing as it like reporting it as of the 14th, and I was like, wait, it's literally not the 14th. I texted someone whose birthday's on the 14th, wishing them a happy birthday, and I was like, oh my God. I'm a week early. Sorry. Like, I actually think I lost my mind on Friday. So something's going on up here, and I don't know what it is, but we got to reel it in and like figure something out real quick because that's crazy. So yeah, if you interacted with me during those 2 hours of my life on Friday and you witnessed in this is what I mean. I don't know what's going on. If you witnessed in August 14th, Faith, when it was supposed to be August 7th, my sincerest apologies. Yeah. I mean, you just witnessed firsthand. Like my brain's in October. You know what? Maybe I need to Google like how to get like my brain back on track. I don't know. Like I don't know, but something's gotta give because this is not good. Um, No, and I was so pissed because I was having such a good work day on Friday. Like, I was getting all my things done. Like, Friday's really busy at my company. Um, but I was like doing, like, getting a lot of like things done, checking things off my list. And I was doing like a task that I do frequently. And this was when I was in the mindset of it being the 14th. And so I sent, like, it was like some sort of like report. I was doing it and I submitted it as of the 14th. And it took me so, like, another maybe 10 minutes to realize because then I was doing another report, but that one, it had like the 7th circled. So, like, showing like what today's date was. And then I was like, oh, like, that's weird. Why is it circled? And then I'm sitting there to myself and I go, oh my God. Like, I wish there was like a camera on me where I could have seen the moment where my brain put together, like, oh, it is the 7th, it's not the 14th. So I'd like go back in and redo all that and like teams my girl Sophie and be like, girl, I lost my mind. Like, this wasn't even like me, like, oh shoot, it was a mistake. Well, obviously it was a mistake, but it wasn't like a, oh, like I hit the wrong date. No, like genuinely, I thought it was that day. Like, because you know when you make a mistake, there are like things you can do to prevent it. Like, I could have looked that over 15 times, but like I wouldn't have noticed because I thought it was the 14th. Again, I texted someone that it was their birthday. So cheers to that. Let's hope we have a better work week this week. And we'll remember what day of the week it is. That's the goal. But yeah, let's get into the stories because there's some good things to talk about. Starting off, I want to get the Ariana Grande story out of the way because this is something I could tangent on about, and I don't want to let myself do that. But if you live under a rock, Ariana Grande has been on a tour and she made a statement via her team and onto, I think, like People maybe this past week, basically being like, due to all the scrutiny around Ariana, like after she finishes the tour, she's gonna take like a well-deserved break from the spotlight. And let me Google when is her tour done? When is Ariana? Oh, okay. It goes through September 1st. Okay, so she only has a couple weeks left, and then apparently she's going MIA. And I hate that people like her team and like her and people are turning this into like public scrutiny. Like, yes, has Ariana Grande gotten a ton of scrutiny over the last couple of years? Yes. Some deserved, maybe, some not deserved, maybe, it depends. But the stuff that's been going on lately with the discourse around how she looks is very much not scrutiny. It's not hate. It's people being concerned for her because she looks so like we're past it being like unhealthy. Like she could die. Like she genuinely could die. Like we've seen it happen to celebrities. We've seen it happen to real people before. Like this is not like a out of the question. Like she looks so ill. You can see her skeletal frame. Like you can see every bone that's right here. It's so sad. And they're making it into it being like, oh, people are just hating on her. No, 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 no. Like, we're not hating on her. Like, we're sad for her. We want her to get help because, like, this is a very, very, very slippery slope and it can turn deadly like that. And it's just really sad. So I thought that statement was bizarre and I hate that they're making it into like, oh, people are just hating on Ariana again. Like, if anything, like this shows how much people love her because they're so concerned for her. And more also, like, I'm concerned that people are looking at that, thinking that the way that she looks is normal, and that little girls and boys, like anyone would look up to that and think like that's what they should look like, and like that's like an epitome of no. Like genuinely, I truly hope that no one thinks that is like a goal. It makes me really sad. And I saw something today about people like with eating disorders are upset that people are like calling out Ariana Grande, saying like, I don't remember. Let me go see. It was on Liz P. Wood's story of people just like being upset that people are calling them out, and I just don't understand that. Um, oh. It's triggering. Several care providers said their clients have been overwhelmed with emotions, including fear and anger, as they watch thousands of people leave a mixture of worried and cruel comments about Grande's body. I can understand like why they would maybe be angry because they're in the thick of it, but I also can at the same time because like personally I had an eating disorder. Luckily, thankfully, it was nowhere near this bad and I am truly okay now. Like this does not trigger me. Like I'm good. But I'm just like you're angry that people are worried about her? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like I told you guys I could go on a tangent, so I'm gonna stop myself, but that was just such a weird statement. And also then she put out the statement to people, but it was like through her team. Like it wasn't like her, it was speaking in third person, like Ariana this, Ariana that. But then like addressed it at her concert that night, being like, this is why I'm doing this. And I'm just like, why didn't you do that first and then have the statement go out after? You know what I mean? I thought that was weird. What's next? Oh my God. So I did a podcast 2 weeks ago because this past week I didn't have one, so the week before. And I don't know if I talked about this. So if I didn't, and I'm gonna talk about it now, and if I did, times two. Brittany and Jax. So Bravo. This is for Bravo people. Jax was on Vanderpump. Brittany was on Vanderpump. Whole stitch. If you don't know them, just skip the story because I can't even begin to explain. But Brittany and Jax got divorced. When did they get divorced? It's a wonderful question. Brittany and Jax. I mean, they should never have gotten married, but like, okay, they got divorced in 2024. August is when they filed. And this, like, past couple weeks, it came out that Jax is dating their publicist, which, if you follow, like, Bravo stuff, you know that, like, while they were still married, there were rumors he was cheating on her with this publicist. So that already doesn't look good. But then, like, I don't think people understand the layers of this. Like, your publicist is one of the closest people to you in your life. Like, they know your dirty laundry, they know your secrets, they know everything about you. Like, you have so much trust for them. Like, they're logged into your social media. Like, they're like helping you, like, make your living. Like, there's so much that they have access to in your life. And she was Brittany and Jax's publicist, so she was close to both of them. So, like, and like has still been like post divorce. So she's been close with Brittany, like hearing everything, like the fallout of their marriage and how awful Jax was and like all the things. And this woman goes, here's everything that Jax has done to Brittany throughout their marriage, post marriage, how terrible of a human being he is, and how terrible of a human being he has been for the last 10 years on television. And she goes, that's the man for me. I'm sorry, what? Who, besides Brittany and Stassi, like, who has looked at Jax Taylor and thought, seems like a stand up guy. I'd love to be in a relationship with him? No. Like, gun to my head, the gun would go off. I cannot believe that this woman has witnessed everything and is like, yeah, I want that man. Like, I'm gonna throw away my life, my career. No one's gonna want you as your publicist because seeing that this is what you do with your clients, like, there's zero professionalism. So she's gonna throw away her entire career for this man. And I mean, again, it's not gonna last. It's like Amanda and West, Raquel and Tom. Like, we see these same things over and over and over again. Like, you're throwing everything away for someone, and the relationship doesn't last 6 months. It's why people continue to do it when you know what's gonna happen. And these people act like they're so shocked when the world is so mad and upset and like they're losing out on deal. What did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? But yeah, I thought that was absolutely diabolical and insane. And I feel for Brittany, and I hope Brittany can take their son and just run and never hear the name Jax Taylor ever again. And her interview that she did with people, she did like a sit down interview with them, and it just like broke my heart. Like, it's so sad because if you watch Vanderpump, you know, like, you've seen Brittany change over the last like almost 10 years, and like she has changed because of Jax, and Jax just beating her down and beating her down and beating her down. And like she lost herself in him. And like she was saying, she was like, I finally feel like I repaired myself from Jax, and then this happens. And people are saying like she's being attention seeking and like trying to make this a scandal. No, like first of all, she's not being attention seeking. Like we're everyone's invested, so obviously she should speak on it. And two, it's not scandal because scandal is scandal, but it's a thing in its own right. Like scandal was a thing. Amanda and West is a thing. This Brittany and Jax publicist is a thing. Like she's allowed to speak on it. And honestly, like she should do like she should get money for what this man did to her. Like, yeah, sell your story to people. You should sell it everywhere. Brittany needs to do anything and everything so that her and her son never have to look at Jax Taylor ever again, okay? And that's all I'll say on that. But while we're on Vanderpump, Stassi, my girl, Stassi has a new show out, House of Stassi. House of Stassi is out. I have to say, you guys, I haven't watched yet, and it's bad. I like can't even claim to be a Stassi fan right now because I haven't watched it, but I am. I promise. I love her. I'm like a huge fan. I have not had the time. I barely have time to do this podcast. Okay. I barely have time to do anything outside of work. Um, but I promise I'm gonna watch it. I've seen the clips and it looks fabulous. And anyone who's hating on the show, like the and if you're not watching, I'm telling people to shut up with my hands. Um, Stassi is the reason we have reality TV. She changed the reality TV universe for the better. Like she was an absolute star, star on Vanderpump Rules, and it has altered every reality TV show since. Everyone wants to be a Stassi because they know she is just the epitome of success. She's perfect for television. And so the people being like, she's a narcissist, she's this. First of all, not too much of my girl. Second of all, she makes amazing television. Shut up. If you think she's a narcissist, don't watch her show. Don't watch it. It's not for you then. She makes fabulous television, okay? People like me love her, love it, so shut the fuck up, okay? Anyways, I am so excited to watch. I love Stassi. I love Katie. I love Kirstina Kelly. I love Taylor Strucker. So the fact that they're all going to be on there together, I can't wait. And I love that they just keep dragging Sheena. One thing about me is I hate Sheena. If Sheena has no haters, I'm 6 feet under. So the constant, just absolute dragging of Sheena just makes me so happy, I have to say. I actually saw a clip earlier. Hold on, my phone's asleep. I saw a clip earlier about it was season 10. It was the season before Scandal. So was that season 9? Um, it was like while Scandal was happening, but before we knew about it. And it was when Raquel was doing the whole thing with Schwartz, and then the whole wedding with Sheena, and like she do not want Katie to go. Oh my God, is she just insufferable? Insufferable. Her acting like, it's my wedding, you can't stay at the resort. And then also years later, when Katie finally like publicly said, they were only gonna film your wedding if I went. Boy, do I love Katie Maloney. Oh my God. Clock her. Okay. Like, yeah, Sheena, no one wanted to watch your second wedding on television. No one. Sorry. The first wedding was punishment enough. Like, and we had the first wedding with Stassi there to make fun of like the two-piece wedding dress. Second wedding, Stassi wasn't there, so we needed Katie. They're doing the Lord's work, okay? But yes, I'm so excited to watch House of Stassi. I hope she has a million seasons of a show because she deserves it. Last, the wedding that everyone on social media is calling the royal wedding, which we'll get into that, but is acquired style. She got married in Newport, Rhode Island this past weekend. We have not seen photos yet. I'm sure she's doing like a I feel like she can do better than people exclusive. She's not gonna get Vogue because she's not like a celebrity. I'm wondering what maybe she'll do like an L. I don't know. Maybe she'll do people. I don't really know, but I'm sure she's doing like some sort of like collab like that. So that's why they haven't posted yet. It's also like was last night. So like she's probably, enjoying her life as she should. But I just know it was probably beautiful. Everyone said like her dress was insane. So I cannot wait to see photos. I love that she got married in Newport. I think Newport is a great destination for weddings. It's so pretty coming from an East Coast girl. But one thing I want to get into, and this is nothing against Acquired or her friends, but everyone calling this the royal wedding, like, we've got to stop calling every wedding the royal wedding. Like, I think maybe we can call one wedding a summer the royal wedding, right? A couple summers ago, Sophia Richie, rightfully so, royal wedding. Like, I would duplicate that wedding if I had that money, okay? Or I would say Jazz, her summer when she got married, people were calling that the royal wedding. And I think that's pretty fair because her wedding was very viral. And I can't remember that summer anyone having a wedding that upstaged that. But again, I have terrible memory, so correct me if I'm wrong. But this summer is tough because you have Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift is going to take everyone out every single time. She's the royal wedding of the summer. But if we're talking influencers only, like if this is like an influencer royal wedding, I mean, I could be wrong because I haven't seen photos yet, but I think that's going to be Paige Lawrence. And this is not like putting, oh, come on, not putting women against each other or whatever. It has, again, nothing to do with that. But I think we can't call every wedding a royal wedding because then it's like a regular wedding. You know what I mean? Like, I guess everyone can have their own definitions of like what is a royal wedding. For me, I think there's can be one a summer, Taylor's, and then if we're just doing influencers, Paige Lorenz, aka Paige Paul. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to see the wedding. She's great style and great taste, so I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure she had many looks, so that's another thing I'm really excited to see is like all the looks that she wore and also who designed them. That's another thing I'm really excited about. Um, Her sister wore vintage Oscar de la Renta to the rehearsal, either the rehearsal or like the night before, the night before. I don't know. I think it was the rehearsal. She wore not custom, sorry. She wore vintage Oscar de la Renta, and it was stunning. Oh my God, was that beautiful? So I'm very intrigued. Like, could we see Bridget in an Oscar de la Renta? That would be insane, and I would love that for her. But we'll see. We will see. But that's it for stories. Nothing too crazy, but lots to catch up on. This is definitely like a shorter episode than when Sophia's here because half the time her and I are just shooting the shit. But just be grateful. I'm not leaving you stranded for another week. I'm going to edit this so it can be up tomorrow. It's Sunday. If for some reason this is up on Tuesday, let's just pretend I didn't say that and we're just gonna act like that was the plan all along. I want to get it up, but we'll see. But yeah. Oh, what am I fangirling over this week? That's a really good question. I don't know. What am I fangirling? Should I say Stassi? I feel like Stassi. You know what? Yeah, Stassi, because also Stassi. How many times can I say Stassi in a second? Oh my God. Stassi Schroeder is who I'm fangirling over, not only for her new show, but also she filmed an episode for Jackie Schimmel's podcast. It's coming out on Tuesday, and you guys know that is my favorite podcast to listen to. And I love when those two are together. Those two plus Morgan Stewart. Can we get like a 3-person podcast of them? I'm just going to put that out there and I'm going to clip this and tag them. And so maybe that can be in the realm of possibilities because Stassi was on Morgan Stewart's a couple weeks ago. Morgan and Jackie go on each other. So putting it out there, let's get the 3 of you on one mic. Okay. That would be an insane episode. The tangents they would go on, like I honestly don't even make that free. I'll pay for it. Like talk about like absolute gold. It would be number 1 on the charts. So yeah, let's think about that. But yes, fangirling over Stassi, very excited for her show and very excited to listen on Tuesday to her episode with Jackie Schimmel. But that's it. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok. That is where I post all of our clips. There's been a little lacking of clips lately. My apologies. I will edit some tonight so I can post them this week. follow us and then download our episodes, subscribe on Spotify and YouTube so that, we keep going because sometimes when we're really busy, the will is not there, but I'm keeping the will alive, okay? So I need you, help me, help you, help you, help me, okay? Keep the will alive, like, subscribe, follow, all the good things. But yeah, I will see y'all next week, or really honestly at the end of this week. Bye.